Hello and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the TEKS tool number line. We are working with fractions with a problem related to TEKS 5.3h, and we'll solve it in 5 minutes or less. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and then we will look at our answers together. So we've got a fraction here, we've got a circle, and we need to represent this with an equation. All right, so let's first represent this with a number line, and that's going to help us at least visualize this, that we can transfer that into an equation. And then we can even see, how solving it, if we needed to, would help because we'll need that for our final box. So what do we have here? Well, we've got a shaded part of a model. So we've got a fraction, and it's broken up into four equal pieces, and notice only three of them are shaded in. All right, so what we need to see first is that we've got 3 out of 4 parts that we are going to be dealing with. So let me draw a number line here. And we're going to cut this into 4 equal parts. So I'm going to cut it in half. Then I'm going to cut each half in half. And we are going to just go ahead and label these as 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. I can label that last one as 1 whole or 4/4. It's the same thing. All right, so what we're starting with, we need to start with the shaded part. So the shaded part is going to represent a fraction. And so that we can start like right here, right? If we wanted to put a starting point, we would put that right there. And then we've got the x in the model represents another fraction that was subtracted. Okay, so we are taking away this section and then this section. All right. And so what we could do is we could represent this with a number line, and we can say, well, I just moved back 2/4, right? So I can say 1, 2. We could put arrows like this, and that could represent it. Sometimes we can have a starting point like this, and I draw a line right up above where we're starting, and then just draw one solid line with an arrow off to the side. Since it's going backwards, then we know that it is subtraction. So this also works. So the number of jumps represents how much we're taking away, the subtrahend, right? And so how can we represent this? Well, I've got 3/4 as my starting. So I'm going to start that right there. And I took away 2/4, right? 1/4, 2/4. I don't see that. Now, visually, we can see here that there's another equivalent fraction to 2/4. So if we take it 2/4, take a look at how it's shaded right here. Hopefully we can see, if we were to kind of combine those fourths, we can see that that's 1/2. So this is 1/2 on the bottom, and then the other top is the top half. You can also do it algebraically by simplifying. So we can we can divide both top and bottom by 2, and that's going to get you 1/2. So even though it's 2/4, we're going to need to put 1/2 here. So that's kind of our trick right there. Now, if we had 3/4 minus 1/2, we would need to generate an equivalent fraction for 1/2, make that 2/4. But we see here that we can also view it as 3/4 minus 2/4. And where's that going to end us? That's going to end us up at the 1/4. We do see that we've got this 1/4 that's left. So an equation is going to be 3/4 minus 1/2 equals 1/4. Now, to actually solve this, if we did not have a picture, what we would need to do is we would need to change this 1/2 into 2/4 by multiplying by 2's to make sure we have a common denominator. Then we can subtract, but we've got the picture to do that. So here is our answer.